everyone, welcome back to Liz Sews, and today I have for you guys my March sewing plans. Now in the month of January or February, I tried to stick to a color theme of pink and red, and I really kind of enjoyed that. So for March I'm going to do the same thing, and because of St. Patrick's Day I'm going to stick to sort of a green color palette. So let's look at bras first, because that's always the most exciting thing to me, is bras. First up, I have a kit that I purchased from Bra Builders, and this is in the evergreen colorway. I do have a video coming up. It'll probably be this weekend, where I open up all of the Bra Builders kits that I recently purchased. So if you want to see this kit in a little bit more detail, stick around for that. But basically, it is a sort of foresty, bluey green kit, and it has like really pretty lace that's included in it. So that is the first green bra that we have for March. The next green bra is another Bra Builders kit. I really love green, and lately they have been coming out with a ton of different green limited edition kits. So the evergreen was a limited edition. This sage one was a limited edition. So limited edition in that it's still available, but once they run out, they run out. So they're not gonna restock it as part of their normal colors. They have a new one that they just announced last week, and it's like fern color, and I love it so much. And it has this like, it's like this really bright yellowy grassy green, and then the lace, the fern lace that they have with it is beautiful. So I don't know if I'll purchase it or not. Stuff's a little up in the air with me right now in terms of money, but maybe we'll see. We'll see if I get the fern green one. So this one is one of her Liberty kits, and it came in, I picked the sage colorway. I really like this sage color. So here's the micro duoplex that came in the kit, and then it came with like a fat quarter of this Liberty lawn print, which I really love. I'm not a huge fan of Liberty prints in general. I'm not a ditzy floral type girl. I don't like those really small flowers, but this one was right up my alley. I love the greens and the grays and the moody dark sky and like the little trees. So this one was definitely one that I wanted to get a hold of, and so that is my second green bra for March. And then the third one I have is a kit from Emerald Erin. Let's get it out of this packaging. And it is this really gorgeous pistachio color bra tool. And then I got like nude latte findings to go with it. So that'll be the third green bra that I have for March. And then the last bra that I'm gonna be working on in March is not green, but it is from the Tailor Made shop. I recently got accepted into her, I think it's called the TM Collaboratory, and I'll pop up the hashtag right here. And so part of that is that I get to try a lot of Ying's fabrics and different stuff out for free throughout the year, in exchange for sharing it with you guys. So this is the stuff that I had chosen to work on in March, and I got this really beautiful ethereal, it reminds me of wisteria, this light lilac color, and this is a bra tool. I think it is. I think it's bra tool. I'm not sure. It's non-stretch, so it's a lace, but it doesn't have any stretch to it. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to use this on a pair of underwear. I might be able to do like a triangle panel in the front maybe, and it might give it some sort of like control and support. But mostly I think I'm going to work on a bra with this, which is just really lovely, and I think it is very pretty. So I selected a lot of like lilac findings to go with it, lilac, purple, and nude. I think she does sell a kit for this lace, and I think she's paired it with mostly nude findings, but I picked purple ones because I thought purple would look cool and be a little bit different than that like stock kit that she sells. So really excited about the collaboratory, and this is going to be the first project that I'm doing for her. And then I have two different garments that I definitely want to make. The first is using this like sage green, I think it's some rayon jersey. It's been in my stash for a really long time. I got it from, I can't remember if I got this one from Hobby Lobby or I might have gotten it from Fabric Mart. But either way, it's been in my stash a while. I need to sew it up. It'd be great for springtime. I'm probably going to do a long sleeve Renfrew shirt with this because that's sort of my go-to pattern for this sort of material. I could also do a wanted tee. I picked that pattern up. I've made one so far, but maybe I should, there actually seems to be quite a lot of material here, so I might actually be able to get both a wanted and a long sleeve Renfrew out of this. And then I want to make another sort of button-up, comfy, cozy, short shirt. And I have this brushed cotton flannel. Probably came from Joann's. I don't really know. It's been in my stash for too long to remember. But I do just like this sort of sage colorway. I think it's like, at least here in Colorado, it's still snowy and below freezing every day, even though the rest of the world thinks it's spring. Our spring is still months off. So I'd like to sort of, I think I'd still get a lot of wear out of this one this year if I put it together. But it's, you know, it's one of those fabrics that just feels like very warm and comfortable and cozy. So I'd like to get another shirt. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a Sewaholic Granville shirt, or I do have a couple of other like Big Four patterns that I could look at for a button-up shirt, and I've made all of these patterns. I think I'm gonna do the Granville. I've only done one Granville so far, and it was kind of tricky because I was using like a rayon that was very shifty, so it might be a lot easier to do something with this, which is a lot more stable and secure. So I think we do that. And then the last project that I had pulled for March, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to get to it because I have, let's see, 4 bras and 3 shirts, but I think it'd be nice to. And this is another fabric that has been in my stash for years, and I think it's time that I just get around and suck it up and make something with it. So this is a sari, and it's used, I brought it used. So it was only like, I want to say $15 maybe, but it's silk, and it has all of this embroidery on the, so one end is a lot more fancy, and it has all of this really nice embroidery on it. And then this beautiful sort of gold border with this emeraldy green fabric. So what I'm thinking about doing is I think I want to do a L'Amour dress, and this is a new pattern for me. I've used this skirt last month, but I haven't used the bodice of this yet. So I think I want to go ahead and use the bodice. And I'm going to cut the bodice out of the more extravagant fabric up here that has all of the embroidery and beading and stuff, and then I'm just gonna do a gathered skirt. I think I'm gonna do a gathered skirt using the bulk of the fabric, so the rest of it is just sort of doesn't have a whole lot. There's little like bits of beading interspersed out there, but nowhere near as dense as the other end. So I'm gonna use this as just like a gathered skirt, and then I'm gonna leave the border on here so that I will have that gold border around the bottom. So a L'Amour bodice with just a gathered skirt, and then I won't have to hem it at all because the hem is already done for me, which is, you know, one of the parts of sewing that I don't like doing is hemming. So it's really nice that I don't have to do the hem at all. So I'm hoping I can get to this project this month. It is a really lightweight silk, but the L'Amour, I haven't really taken out the directions at all, but I'm assuming she's going to underline this and line it. So I think with underlining and lining, that should be enough stability for this silk. I've sewn up one of the other silk saris that I have, and it just, the fabric itself was not sturdy enough to hold up to sort of like tight seaming, but I think if I add more fabric into it in terms of the structure and boning and things like that, it'll be a lot better. So I'm hoping I can get to that this month, but I'm not gonna hold myself. I'm not gonna feel bad about it if I don't get to it. So those are all the projects that I have planned for the month of March. I hope you guys are excited to see me sew them up, and I will see you next time. Take care.